Address period poverty in Nigeria, advocates are calling on government at all tiers to make available free sanitary pads for women and girls, and also improve investment in menstrual health to ensure that there is easy access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene. They made the call during activities to mark the year 2021 International Menstrual Hygiene Day. Talks on menstrual hygiene management, prevention tips against gender-based violence (GBV), as well as free distribution of sanitary products to schoolgirls. These were some activities put together by advocates to commemorate the year 2021 World Menstrual Hygiene Day, which held on May 28.
As the global economy is getting worse by the day, we have women who are affected by period poverty, women who cannot afford to manage their menstruation monthly, not because they are not hygienic, not because they are not smart enough, but because they do not have the access to resources to be able to manage their menses, namely sanitary products. Many are from poor families who can barely eat, and so affording just basic menstrual hygiene products is a very, very big problem for many of these girls. And so they fall by the wayside because they fall to rapists, they fall to many of them enter contractual sex just to be able to afford the products. Many girls also fail to come to school like 4 to 5 days every month because they do not have the money to buy even something as basic as tissue paper.
Very important day. So, a lot of women have issues with menstruation, which starts from when they're younger. And, this is really focused at children, young people, young girls who are not able to afford the menstrual pad. And because of that, a lot of them miss school. And that is very unfortunate because education is very important. And so a day that's dedicated to talking to them about it, talking to them about the use of menstrual pad.
It was also an opportunity for these advocates to visit different schools to distribute sanitary pads to young girls as a way of assisting them in the fight against period poverty.
A lot has happened in the past. Even in the school here, we have had cases of children not knowing how to manage themselves. And then you see blood everywhere and they're panicking, they're crying, they don't know what's happening, particularly the first timers. Yeah, but for girls that has been on it for a while, it's also important because some of them, their parents doesn't have enough money to buy the pad for them and they use rag. Some use toilet, that's tissue. And before you know it, rashes everywhere. We have had a case of having to rush a child to the hospital because it's itching and she was scratching. So for that reason, I think it's something that will be done repeatedly to help these young ones.
Besides talking to these children about basic hygiene, to sensitize them about what they need to know, and then was to distribute sanitary pads to them, and then to also create awareness and bring into spotlights and continue to pressurize our government about the need to supply schoolgirls with free menstrual hygiene products.
About 600 schoolgirls across Lagos, Ogun, and Rivers State participated in the exercise with a call on governments to invest more on menstrual health. The children were also exposed to various documentaries on period poverty management, such as Give Us This Day, Our Monthly Pads, My Sister's Keeper, at Black Women's Health Imperative, and Positive Period USA.
Okay, I learned that as a girl, I should at least be able to take my bath 2 to 3 times when I'm on my menstruation. I should keep a very good personal hygiene and I should learn how to dispose my pad correctly or rightly.
Nigerian government should equip girls with pads. They should provide pads for all girls in schools so they don't have to miss classes which would affect their studies.
People find it out because some elders use it against them or embarrass them. Any little mistake, they insult them. Like, they'll be like, why are you doing this? Is it because of this? They insult them, they disgrace them in front of their friends, their family, and others. So those people, they won't feel appreciated in the society.
For the Executive Director, Center for Children's Health Education, Orientation and Protection, Betty Abba, the sensitization outreach was organized to also mount pressure on the Nigerian government to initiate a policy of free distribution of sanitary products as it's done in countries around the world, including African countries like Kenya and Uganda.